Before we begin, take a second to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. If you enjoy real stories about American history, hidden value, and coins that might be sitting quietly in your pocket right now, subscribing helps you never miss an important discovery. Now imagine the year 1999 in the United States. Gas was cheap, the internet was just starting to change daily life, and very few people paid attention to the loose change in their pockets. That year, the U.S. Mint launched something that quietly became one of the most important modern coin programs in American history. The State Quarters Program. Every state would be honored, one by one, on the reverse of the quarter dollar. Millions of Americans suddenly started looking at their coins again, and one of the earliest and most meaningful designs came from Pennsylvania. The 1999 Pennsylvania quarter is more than just a piece of metal. It represents one of the founding states of the nation, a state deeply tied to independence, industry, and American strength. On the front, you see George Washington, steady and familiar, a reminder of leadership and sacrifice. On the back, Pennsylvania's outline is proudly displayed with a keystone at the center. That keystone is not decoration. It symbolizes Pennsylvania as the keystone of the original 13 colonies, the state that held everything together. Above it, the phrase virtue, liberty, independence speaks directly to values many men grew up respecting and defending. When these quarters were released, people spent them without a second thought. They went into vending machines, gas stations, coffee shops, and toolboxes. But what most people didn't realize is that among those millions were coins that would later become extremely desirable to collectors. Not because of age alone, but because of small details, minting differences, and rare mistakes that slipped past quality control. Two mints produced the 1999 Pennsylvania quarter: Philadelphia and Denver. On most coins, you'll see a small letter near Washington's ponytail. AP means Philadelphia, AD means Denver. To the average person, that letter means nothing. To a collector, it can mean everything. Some versions were struck with sharper details, some with weaker strikes, and some with errors that were never meant to leave the mint. Errors are where the story becomes serious. A double strike, where the design appears slightly doubled. An off-center strike, where the coin looks misaligned. A clipped planchet, where part of the edge is missing. These aren't damages caused by use. These are mint errors, born at the moment of creation. And collectors pay real money for them. Then there are transitional and experimental strikes. In the late 1990s, the mint was testing metals, dyes, and processes. A very small number of quarters may have been struck on the wrong planchet, using metal intended for another coin. When that happens, the weight is wrong, the sound is wrong, and the value skyrockets. These coins don't look flashy at first glance, but in the collector world, they are legends. Condition matters more than most people realize. A 1999 Pennsylvania quarter that has never circulated, never been scratched, never been cleaned, and still holds its original mint luster is a completely different coin from one pulled out of a pocket today. Collectors grade coins on a strict scale. Tiny marks, invisible to the untrained eye, can mean the difference between a common coin and a life-changing one. Many men in the 55 to 65 age range understand this concept well. You grew up taking care of tools, engines, firearms, watches, and machines. You know condition is everything. Coins are no different. A perfect example is like a classic car kept in a garage versus the same model left in the rain for decades. Same year, same make, completely different value. There is also the emotional side of collecting. Pennsylvania is where the Declaration of Independence was signed. It's where American freedom took shape. That alone makes this coin appealing to patriotic collectors. Add rarity, add errors, add pristine condition, and suddenly demand explodes. Some collectors specialize only in state quarters. Others chase error coins. Some want the finest known example of a specific coin. When two or more of these collectors want the same rare Pennsylvania quarter, bidding wars happen. And when bidding wars happen, prices go far beyond what most people think is possible for a modern coin. Another factor is time. In 1999, nobody stored these quarters thinking about the future. As years passed, many were lost, damaged, or destroyed. That naturally reduces supply. Meanwhile, interest in modern U.S. coinage has grown. Younger collectors entered the hobby, older collectors returned, and competition increased. What was once overlooked became hunted. There are stories of men finding rare quarters in old jars, desk drawers, or inherited collections. Coins saved by parents or grandparents, not for value, but simply out of habit. Those small hoards sometimes contain extraordinary pieces. A single rare Pennsylvania quarter mixed among hundreds of common coins can change everything. It's important to understand that not every 1999 Pennsylvania quarter is valuable. Most are still worth face value. But a tiny fraction are not. And those few are the ones collectors dream about. The ones with the right mint mark, the right error, the right strike, and the right condition. This is why checking your coins matters. Looking closely matters. Weighing them, listening to the sound they make when gently tapped, examining edges and lettering. These are old-school skills, the kind that reward patience and attention. Skills many experienced men already have. The market for rare coins doesn't run on hype alone. It runs on scarcity and demand. When something is genuinely rare and highly desired, prices rise naturally. Over time, some coins become trophies. The kind that appear in major auctions, discussed for years afterward. The 1999 Pennsylvania quarter, in its most extraordinary and rare forms, has reached legendary status among collectors. Certain confirmed examples, with extreme mint errors and top-tier condition, have been valued at astonishing levels. These are not everyday finds, but they exist. And that fact alone changes how people look at their change. Imagine holding something ordinary that turns out to be extraordinary. A coin you've seen 1,000 times suddenly revealing a hidden story and hidden value. That moment is why collecting never loses its appeal. It's discovery, history, and potential all in one small object. As you watch this video, think about the coins you've handled over the years. The jars, the drawers, the old boxes. Think about how many times you might have held history without knowing it. The Pennsylvania quarter is a reminder that value isn't always obvious, and opportunity doesn't always announce itself. Before we end, remember this. One specific version of the 1999 Pennsylvania quarter, with an extremely rare mint error, exceptional preservation, and verified uniqueness, has been associated with a value as high as $700,000.